Hi, this is Jennifer Welch, and I wanted to show you some ways that you can customize PowerChart to suit your purposes now that you've had some time to be within the system. So when you open a patient's chart, the default is the inpatient summary, showing here on my screen. And to customize this, I want to go to where it says Expand All here, and I'm going to click that, opening up every heading under this window, and then I'm going to say Collapse All. So leaving my cursor right where it is, it changes to Collapse All, and I will click that. Now I can see all of the different headings that populate within Inpatient Summary. And to customize this page, I'm going to simply move over to the three lines that I see here to the right, and I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open up this little menu. I'm going to select Enable Drag and Drop. I'm going to click there. I know it's selected when this changes to Disable Drag and Drop. And now that I have that selected, enabled, when I move over a heading, I get these crosshairs, this sort of X pattern with my icon. And when I see that, that means I am ready to move that heading. So I can move the components on this page around, making sure that I have this crosshair formation and not clicking on it to open up that section, but I can move these around. And when I am done moving things around to suit my practice or my patient style, what I want to see when I see the patient's chart, I can go back over to the three lines and disable drag and drop. And then I won't get those crosshairs when I'm over one of these headings. So you can move these headings around so that the ones that you want to see all the time when you open up a patient's chart are the first ones that are going to show up on the window, the ones that are closest to the top. You can also, from this three-line menu, you can change the layout if you want to. So it's defaulted to 3 columns, but you could change that to 1 column or 2 columns if you prefer. I'm going to stick with the 3 because that's what most of you have probably maintained. And also within each heading is another 3-line icon. If you click on that for each heading, you have some choices. You can decide to have that be expanded by default when you open up a patient's chart, like this vital signs one is currently selected to do. You can also change the color theme. So if you wanted certain categories to pop when you open up a patient's chart and catch your eye, it can be a little tricky sometimes to get that cursor to stay so that you can get onto the color chart here. But let's say I want certain items to stand out. So I can go ahead and change the color of those categories and then have a more visually appealing inpatient summary page. Now I can also do the same thing to the discharge summary page. So I'm going to move down to discharge summary. Give it just a second to load. Sometimes it's a little bit longer than others. Okay, and once I have that open, I have the same options available to me on the discharge summary page as I did from the inpatient summary page. So I can expand all and then collapse all, seeing all the different headings that populate this page. I have the 3 lines over here, so I can enable drag and drop, and maybe I want to make sure that I always remember to do the follow-up. So I'm going to move the follow-up right under discharge readiness. Some providers have also found it helpful to do the coloring for this section. So maybe they, again, want to remind themselves of what they need to do on each page, and they make them all colorized. So you need to do your discharge diagnosis, your follow-up, your med rec, your orders, and your patient education for sure. So let's go ahead and color those quickly here. I was on a roll. There we go. And one more. Although as a reminder, the discharge orders, if you use the discharge power plan, you need to access that through another order method system, such as the orders or the quick orders or from your inpatient summary. Okay, that is quick tip number 1.